social reformer and leader of the abolitionist movement, Frederick Douglass was born enslaved and became a renowned orator and author. He wrote 3 notable autobiographies: Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, an American Slave, My Bondage and My Freedom, and The Life and Times of Frederick Douglass. He edited abolitionist newspapers, including the North Star and New National Era. He served in several government posts as U.S. Marshal, D.C. Recorder of Deeds, and Consul General to the Republic of Haiti. His best-known poem, a parody, follows the form of a Christian hymn and was included at the end of Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass. Although records of his birth in slavery were not kept, Douglass selected his own birthday in February, and that is a major reason we celebrate Black History Month every year in February.
A parody. Come, saints and sinners, hear me tell how pious priests whip Jack and Nell, and women buy and children sell, and preach all sinners down to hell, and sing of heavenly union. They'll bleat and baa Dona like goats, gorge down black sheep, and strain at moats, array their backs in fine black coats, then seize their Negroes by their throats, and choke for heavenly union. They'll church you if you sip a dram, and damn you if you steal a lamb, yet rob old Tony, Doll, and Sam of human rights and bread and ham, kidnappers' heavenly union. They'll loudly talk of Christ's reward and bind his image with a cord, and scold and swing the lash abhorred, and sell their brother in the Lord to handcuffed heavenly union. They'll read and sing a sacred song and make a prayer both loud and long, and teach the right and do the wrong, hailing the brother-sister throng with words of heavenly union. We wonder how such saints can sing or praise the Lord upon the wing, who roar and scold and whip and sting, and to their slaves in mammon cling in guilty conscience union. They'll raise tobacco, corn, and rye, and drive and thieve and cheat and lie, and lay up treasures in the sky by making switch and cowskin fly in hope of heavenly union. They'll crack old Tony on the skull and preach and roar like Bashan bull, or braying ass or mischief fool, then seize old Jacob by the wool and pull for heavenly union. A roaring, ranting, sleek man-thief who lived on mutton, veal, and beef, yet never would afford relief to needy, sable sons of grief, was big with heavenly union. Love not the world, the preacher said, and winked his eye and shook his head. He seized on Tom and Dick and Ned, cut short their meat and clothes and bread, yet still loved heavenly union. Another preacher whining spoke of one whose heart for sinners broke. He tied old Nanny to an oak and drew the blood at every stroke, and prayed for heavenly union. 2 others opped their iron jaws, and waving their children's stealing paws, there sat their children in gewgaws, by stinting Negroes' backs and maws. They kept up heavenly union. All good from Jack another takes, and entertains their flirts and rakes, who dress as sleek as glossy snakes, and cram their mouths with sweetened cakes. And this goes down for union.
3 of Frederick Douglass's houses in Washington, D.C. still stand. Cedar Hill, located at 1411 W Street Southeast in Anacostia, is now a museum operated by the National Park Service. Also still standing are his Capitol Hill home at 320 A Street Northeast, and the home he built and later gave to his son at 2002 17th Street Northwest. A bridge named in his honor was built in 1959. It takes South Capitol Street across the Anacostia River. A statue of Douglas was included in National Statuary Hall in the U.S. Capitol in 2013, representing the District of Columbia. And the University of Maryland in College Park dedicated a plaza and statue to Douglas in 2015 in front of Hornbeck Library. In 2017, the U.S. Mint began issuing special issue quarters depicting George Washington on the front and Douglas on the reverse, with Cedar Hill depicted in the background.